good evening, and thank you for inviting me here and others. So tell us what's going on here this evening, Habiba. Well, first off, tell us who you are.
Well, my name is Habiba Idrisi. I'm the Community Outreach Director for the American Association for Arab Women. We're gathered here today to celebrate an Iftar, which basically is an Arabic word that means break the fast in Ramadan. As you might know, Ramadan is a holy month for the Muslims, where we have to fast from sunrise to sunset and pray, of course, 5 times a day. Now, we gathered the community here today to share the knowledge about the spirituality of this holy month, and also share our cultures. And as you can see, there's a lot of people from different faiths and backgrounds, and we're looking forward to an awesome event.
Yes, so this is about bringing people together in this community and sharing information.
Absolutely.
Yes, and giving a better understanding of different culture and such.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're looking forward to this evening, and thank you very much.
Thank you for being here.
Okay. Well, good evening, Imam. How are you doing?
I am fine, thank you.
That's good. Well, it's a pleasure to have the opportunity to video you and just ask you to share a statement or two.
What I will say, Happy Ramadan. This is a great, blessed month for the Muslim, and it's an opportunity for the Muslim to reach to the community at large and share the blessing and the spirit of Ramadan with all the components of the Muslim community.
Absolutely. Good evening. How are you?
How you doing? I'm
Good. Tell us who you are. And
Well, my name is Kareem. I'm a professor at Salem State and UMass Boston. Teach Arabic and cross-cultural perspectives.
I see.
So, because I am highly aware of the fact that such meetings have this great opportunity for community people to stand together. Also,
Well, let me just give you a leading question. So tell those of us who aren't familiar with Ramadan what this is all about.
well, Ramadan is actually one of the pillars of Islam, and it's a month. It's a holy month where we have to fast. Muslims all over the world have to fast from dawn to sunset. Fasting means staying constrained to yourself from all of the pleasures.
All the pleasures. Well, good evening, Monica.
Good evening.
How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you. So nice to see you here. Tell us what you're doing.
Well,
What you're involved in right now, Monica.
well, right now I am a candidate for state senate.
The candidate for state senate.
Yes, and it's Malden, Melrose, Stoneham, Reading, Wakefield, and half of Winchester.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to get around and meet as many people as I possibly can.
Yes. And so tell us why the people should vote for Monica.
Well,
Here's your opportunity, right live here.
I think I have some good ideas. I've been a city councilor or a board of alderman member in Melrose for the past several years and previously on the school committee. I think we've done a good job in Melrose of running the city well, operating within our budget, and at the same time being able to grow our city. And I think that it would be better, I think the state could do a better job of doing that.
Okay.
I'd like to see more of our tax dollars that we send up to Beacon Hill in terms of the money that we send for our income tax, our sales tax, and all these other taxes. I'd like to see more of that come back to our cities and towns in the form of unrestricted local aid that we could use at the city level to provide the services like our schools, our police, our fire, and the things that we use, our roads, that we
Okay. Well, thank you, and enjoy this evening.
My name is Rashid Mokabir. I'm the founder of Zara Magazine, the voice of the Arab American community, and we are here together with some Moroccan American organizations and share our culture with our American fellows.
Yes.
And we are here to share the culture of tolerance, of peace, and we want to prove to the community that we are a very positive component in the society.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, they're obvious. Obviously, we hear so many adverse things. Seems like an opportunity for us to share and get a better understanding of the probably the similarities that we have more so than the differences that we have.
Absolutely. There is a lot of similarities between Islam and other faiths, and the most important that we are trying to prove it here, it's like when you see someone is doing something, he doesn't represent Islam. Even if he's Muslim, he doesn't represent, if he's doing something
That's
wrong,
right.
he does not represent Islam.
Yes.
And the same thing in other faiths. You see some Christians that they are doing big things, but they are not representing the religion.
Absolutely.
And that's the most important thing that we are trying to share with the rest of the community.
Very good. Well, thank you. I'm looking forward.
Thank you very much.
All right. Good evening, ladies.
My friend. My friend.
Well, hello. How are you both?
Good, very good.
It's-
Celebrating Ramadan Iftar with the Muslim community.
Yes. And so you came here this evening hoping for what, Martha?
Well, I know I'm going to get a delicious meal, but coming to celebrate to show Ramadan to
Yes.
Malden and share the Muslim community wants to share about their traditions. Malden, there's a lot of Muslims in Malden, so I'm going to see a lot of people tonight.
Okay. And you, ma'am, would you share with us a statement or two?
She doesn't speak English, can she speak Arabic?
Yes, absolutely.
احنا متواجدين اليوم في افطار جماعي فرحانين لاننا في البلاد مجموعين باننا مسلمين ومغاربه وكنطلبوا للجميع الصحه والعافيه ورمضان مبارك رمضان كريم.
I wish I could say I agree with all of that, but because I don't speak Arabic and don't know what you were saying, I'm sure what you said was very profound.
She said she wished everybody happy Ramadan. She was happy that they're having this community iftar, and she's happy that Malden welcomes everybody. So that was kind of the gist of it.
Thank you. So Martha, you are bilingual?
Well, I studied Arabic.
You studied Arabic?
And I'm married to an Arabic-speaking person.
Okay. So that's called immersion, huh?
That's right.
All right. Well, good evening to you. You said you wanted to be interviewed, huh? Why did you want to be interviewed? And what is it that you'd like to share with us? Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. Good evening, Mr. Mayor. Maria, how are you? Okay. Yes, come in closer.
Are you the media person?
Yeah, I'm the media person. That's right, I have a different role this evening. Well, good evening, ladies. Good evening. How are you? Tell us who you are. You're happy to be here. Okay. And good evening to you. How are you? Good, thank you. And would you tell us what your name is?
My name is Nadia, and I'm a friend of Suhaib.
Well, enjoy this evening. You, sir?
Well, first let me say it's always a pleasure to see Neil Anderson in the house.
Okay.
And to have him working with Sal Khan, what could be better?
What could be better? That's right. And where could there be a better place but right here, huh?
Yeah, we're just happy to be here in support of our Muslim community who have helped make Malden what it is today. So I've been coming to this Iftar each year for as far back as I can remember.
Okay.
And it's always a pleasure and an honor to be here with the Muslim community of Malden.
You know, I had a chance earlier this evening to talk with some of the men outside and was just telling them about this great city of ours and this very accepting city of mine. And of course they had very positive things to say about the current mayor and his willingness to reach out and embellish the diversity and appreciate the diversity in our community. Maria, would you like to share something as well?
I just want to reiterate what the mayor said. I think we should look forward to his speech.
Councillor Kinnon, good evening.
This is a tremendous night here, great crowd, and I'm looking forward to learning and enjoying the evening.
Yes, we had a chance outside to talk with some of the members of the Muslim community who was sharing with us some of what we're going to hear tonight, the idea of Ramadan and all. So I think we all have a lot to learn here this evening.
We certainly do.
Okay.
We all worship ultimately the same God.
Absolutely right. Thank you.
Well, hello everyone. Happy Ramadan. I see a lot of familiar faces in attendance with us today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Habiba Idrisi, and I'm the Community Outreach Director for the American Association for Arab Women. I'd like to take a moment to welcome you all to our annual Ramadan Community Iftar in collaboration with Zara Magazine, Moroccan American Professionals Network, Moroccan Friendship Club, Moroccan American Cultural Center. Ramadan is a time of fasting, praying, and getting closer to God. It is also the perfect occasion to invite our friends and neighbors from different faiths and cultural backgrounds to get to know and greet each other and share knowledge about the importance and significance of this holy month for the Muslim community. And also to come together as a one strong community with love and respect to one another. Today's program consists of recitation of few verses from the Holy Quran by Sarah, presentation about Ramadan by Imam Hamid Borod from the local mosque, a word about the Arab culture by Professor Karim Mohib, greetings from Mayor Gary Christensen, and finally we're going to be serving a delicious dinner. If I may please call Sarah to join me.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى صدق الله العظيم.
Very beautiful recitation by Sarah. Thank you so much. We're going to proceed with Imam Burut from the local mosque. If you may join me, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessing be upon you. I am very honored to be here in this second annual Iftar organized by the Arab Women Association. I am very honored to share with you the spirit of Ramadan. So I will say that every year, Muslims from all over the world fast during the month of Ramadan. Meaning that during this month, people abstain from food, drink, and sexual intimacy from dawn to sunset. So Ramadan is the most blessed month in the Islamic tradition. And what makes Ramadan a blessed month? Why do Muslims fast during this month? And why are the benefits of fasting? So I am going to try to address all these questions at the best of my ability. First of all, the significance and the sanctity of Ramadan or the fasting. God says, "O you who believe, fasting is prescribed for you, like it was prescribed for those before you, that you may attain God consciousness." So from this verse we understood that the goal of Ramadan and for the people and the Muslim is to reach and gain God consciousness and become a better Muslim. And also from this verse we understood that many ancient people, many other nations, they used to fast and practice fasting as the Jews, Christians, Hindu. But Islam is the only religion that has safeguarded the authenticity, the spirituality and tradition of fasting. Ramadan also called the month of the Quran. Allah says in the chapter 2 verse 185, the month of Ramadan in which was revealed the Quran, a guidance for mankind. Also the Quran is also described as a guide and mercy for those who do good. So reading the Quran during Ramadan, memorizing it, recite it, or pondering on its meaning is spiritually uplifting and comforting and a source of strength, especially during the night with special evening prayer known as Taraweeh, where the Imam or the leader of the Muslim at the mosque will recite a chapter from the Quran every evening until the end of Ramadan. Also another goal of Ramadan is that fasting is not only abstaining from drinking and eating, but one should show self-restraint and self-control from such evil that destroy all the societies, as anger, revenge, lying, stealing, sexual immorality, and so on. So this is why the Prophet Muhammad, may Allah bless him, said that when any one of you is fasting, he should neither indulge in obscene language, nor should he raise his voice. And if anyone insults him or tries to argue with him, he should say, I am fasting, I am fasting. Also the Prophet ﷺ warned Muslims not to make fasting a meaningless ritual that has no effect on the character and habits of a person. The Prophet said, if anyone does not refrain from lies and false conduct, God has no need for him. God has no need for him to abstain from his food and drink. So Ramadan is also the month of good deeds and charity. So during this month, people are more generous, more cordial, more friendlier, and more ready than other times of the year to do good deeds. The poor and the needy receive food, clothing, and money from the well-off in the community. And many people go to the mosque in the neighborhood for fast breaking and meals. People in the neighborhood send fruit, food, and drinks to the mosque. The tradition is that the community, they organize Iftar or community dinner every evening. Some mosques, they do it just the weekend. So Ramadan always brings with it a strong communal atmosphere, and ties between communities are strengthened greatly as a result. So Muslims are encouraged, especially during this month, to go out and feed the hungry, and to spend their wealth on good causes, such as building schools, building hospitals, soup kitchen, and so on. And we find in the Islamic tradition that God promises the reward for all acts of goodness and generosity in this blessed month by 10 times, both in this world and in the hereafter. And this is the encouragement and that make the righteous and the pious people competing in doing good deeds. In conclusion, as one can see, Ramadan is indeed a very special time for Muslims around the world. It is a month of worship in which sinners repent and return to God, and the believers strengthen their faith. It is time when people strengthen their relationship with their Creator. We ask Allah God to accept the Muslim fasting and praying in this blessed month. And we ask Allah also to spread His mercy, love, peace, and harmony throughout the world. Ameen. God bless you.
I'd like to take a quick moment to recognize some elected city officials who are in attendance with us tonight, starting with Mayor Gary Christensen, City Council President Neil Anderson, Ward 2 City Councilor Steve Altrino, Ward 6 City Councilor Neil Kinnan, our Chief of Police, Kevin Mollis, Councillor at Large Monica Medeiros from Melrose. I am about to invite Mayor Gary Christensen to join me on the podium to give a word of greetings to the crowd. Mayor.
Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Kareem wa kullu am wa antum bikhair. Atamana lakum shahran mubarakan bi rahman wa mafira min Allah. Takabala lahu siya makum wakia makum wala tansuni mina dua. Ahukum Fila Gary Christensen Shukran. Well, let me just say I spent so much time practicing that, I don't know if I can translate it. But what I can say is that I am so happy to be here with you all tonight on this special occasion and to join in with my fellow elected officials to let you know how much we appreciate having you here in the city of Malden. I believe Malden's greatest strength is its diversity, and getting to know all of you over the past couple of years has proven that. So thank you for having all of us here tonight. We look forward to working with you in the months and years ahead.
All right, thanks again.
We're going to proceed by hearing a word from Professor Kareem Mohib from UMass Boston.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Ramadan Kareem to all my Muslim fellows. Thank you all non-Muslim friends for taking the time to attend this cultural event. And thank you to those who have worked so hard to make this event happen. Also, my thanks go to our beloved and highly appreciated Imam Al-Hamid for saying it all and for leaving nothing for me to say. Thank you so much. So, obviously, the cultural practices of Muslims during the holy month of Ramadan are very much influenced by the teachings of Islam. However, not all practices we observe Muslim people doing are originated from the culture of Islam. By the same token, we can say that not all the practices Christians or any other religious groups do are rooted in their own religions. Therefore, values of cultural group inferred from people's actions can be sometimes cumbersome and ambiguous. Dear Muslim and non-Muslim attendees, now more than ever, we need to create an atmosphere of intercultural cooperation. In other words, we need to properly interpret people's practices and statements about their values. And to do this, we need to acquire a cultural awareness that makes us distinguish between what the Dutch social psychologist Geert Hofstede refers to as the desirable and the desired. How people think the world ought to be versus what people want for themselves. To clarify this scholar's point, here is an example from the Muslim culture. In this cultural practice we are experiencing right now, which is called Iftar, Muslims all over the world consider it as a ritual. desirable of this ritual, according to Hafsi, is of course to break the fast with a meal, which is desirable to be light, very light, a few dates and a cup of milk. And it is also desirable for Muslims to eat light meals at the night of Ramadan so that they can stand the Taraweeh that our Imam talks about. On the contrary, the desire is to have a feast instead of a meal. And that's what most of us do. This feast is usually accompanied by entertainment, which can be in the form of watching comedy shows, drama, movies, music, etc. They are Muslim and non-Muslim fellow Americans. The above example is only one drop in the ocean of individual practices Muslims do without necessarily taking them from the teachings of Islam. We human beings all tend to prefer the desired over the desirable. I could not find a better quote to end my small speech with than that of Giet himself, Giet Hofstede, the Dutch social psychologist, when he says, I picture the human being as somebody who comes in this world with an operating system, like a computer, but still needs a lot of programming in order to function. For me, the best way for Muslims and non-Muslims to function in this great country, the United States of America, is to create a software of intercultural cooperation that would bridge the gaps existing between them. Events like this one are great opportunities to promote intercultural dialogues in which confusion and ambiguity should be resolved. Thank you so much.
Last but not least, I'd like to give special thanks to the MATV crew for being here to videotape the event. Thank you so much. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody in attendance. Thanks for coming to celebrate with us, and please get started. Iftar time is 2 minutes, it was 2 minutes ago. Thank you so much.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la
very much for having me here. This is a great evening to celebrate the Arab Women League and to understand all the great traditions that these people have brought to the city of Malta. Very supportive, and thank you for having me today.
Mr. Brahimi has conducted several trips to Morocco. He has taken his friends and students to his home country in all of his trips. He has contributed in promoting the Moroccan culture in a very inspiring article published in our magazine. One of his friends, Dr. Jenny Moore, who was in one of his trips to Morocco, wrote about him. Muhammad showed to the basic goodness in two countries, Morocco and America. Thank you for your effort to bridge the gaps between your both countries.
Goals for all the students. Thank you very much. May I say the names? Yeah. Would you help me with the names? So, yeah, absolutely.
So we have Timothy Contos, Kayla Shea, Megan Dowd, Christopher Lippman, Beth Riley, Sandra Kelleher, Danny Cook, Jean Moore, Dr. Jean Moore, Kaylee McManus, Melanie Duffney, and Samuel Hassan, Amanda Manafi, and Benjamin Gerhardt, and Taya Jabal, and Kimberly Nicolini, and Danielle Spear. The names keep on coming, huh? We have Ashley Kelsey, Victoria Saisa, Olivia Reyes, Joseph Rockwood, and Patrick Hartman.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Our sister Leila Laman from Moroccan American Professionals Network. It's a young initiative in the Boston area to organize the Moroccan American professional community. And she's going to talk about how this event was organized by various, was sponsored by various various initiatives in the area. And first we want to give a hand to everybody that came first. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you so much. Thank you very much to our community. It's too late now. Anyway, she's going to talk about the groups and how this event, and to thank everybody. Here you go, Leila Naman. Spoil it out.
السلام عليكم.
السلام.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
بسمعك. السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
مبروك رمضان. بالصحة والسلامة وباش ما تمنيتوا بخاطركم. Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you to my sister Naima, who helped me make almost 150 pieces of Msillin and Shibakia. It was really hard work. I'd like to say thank you to her so much. I also would like to say thank you to Moroccan American Professional Group, who have worked so hard to help out organizing this event. Also, I'd like to say thank you so much to Mr. Bill Hassanay, who is in Virginia right now and could not make it to the event. He had supported the event, sponsored actually the event, and he had bought us dinner. So thank you so much to Mr. Bill Hassanay and Moroccan American for Development and Relief. He is the president of Mahran. So thank you so much to him. I also would like to say thank you to all of you who actually had the time and left their family behind and came over today to the event to join us for Iftar. I'd like to say thank you to all those, everyone. I don't know all of you, but I'd like to say thank you to all of you. And also, thank you so much to Sister Su'ad. Without her, we wouldn't be here tonight. Also, thank you so much to Rashid. Zahra Magazine, he's the voice of all Arabs in the New England area, and inshallah, eventually in the future, he'll be the voice of the Arab in America. And thank you to Iman, thank you to Karim, thank you so much to Abdul. You did great work today. And thank you also to Mr. Zian for your help. And thank you so much. Sarah, she did a great job. Yes. She kind of gave the opening with the ayah from the Quran Kareem. And I guess that's enough. Thank you so much again.
Thank you everybody for attending. I'd like to thank Mr. Dickerson from the church for allowing us to use the facility tonight. Thank you. We're looking forward to seeing you again soon in our next event. Thanks. Have a good night.